Hiya gang, I'm MyRadar meteorologist Matthew Cappucci. The most powerful hurricane to ever strike the United States hit back on Labor Day of 1935. It slammed the Florida Keys with 185-mile-per-hour winds and a storm surge of up to 20 feet. The storm left the Florida Keys in shambles and killed at least 423 people. The eye of the storm tracked just southwest of Islamorada, bringing a 40-minute period of calm winds to lower Matacumbe. Some people knew a storm was coming, but no one really knew just how bad it would be. The U.S. Weather Bureau, the precursor to the National Weather Service, issued a northeast storm warning at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday morning, September 1st. At 3:30 a.m. on Labor Day, the agency predicted the storm would move through the Florida Straits. They didn't know how intense it was. At 1:30 p.m., hurricane warnings were issued. A plane was sent overhead to drop message blocks to warn residents. At 2 p.m., Fred Gent, Assistant Administrator of the Florida Emergency Relief Administration, requested a special train be sent to evacuate veterans at work camps on the Keys. The train left Miami at 4:25 p.m., but never made it back from the Keys. The storm surge swept 11 cars off the tracks at 8:20 p.m., but fortunately the passengers survived. The damage was catastrophic. The unnamed storm had the strongest winds of any storm to ever hit the United States. It remains one of only 4 Category 5s to ever strike the lower 48. Camille in 1969 killed 259 people and brought 175-mile-per-hour winds when it made landfall in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. 24 people held a hurricane party at the Richlow Manor Apartments in Pass Christian, Mississippi. Storm surge eventually flooded the building, killing many of the partygoers. The building was entirely destroyed. Then there was Andrew in 1992. It struck Homestead, Florida, just south of Miami on August 24th. It was a compact storm, a small one, but incredibly intense. Storm surge reached nearly 17 feet high, but the wind was even more damaging. At the National Hurricane Center in Coral Gables, Florida, winds gusted to 164 miles per hour before the anemometer, the wind meter, failed and blew off the building. Tornadoes, tornado-scale vortices, and mini-swirls caused additional damage. The storm even maintained strength over land thanks to something called the brown ocean effect. The Everglades acted like the ocean, providing fuel for the storm to continue. Then Hurricane Michael hit Mexico Beach, Florida as a Category 5 on October 10, 2018. The eerily calm eye was surrounded by 160-mile-per-hour winds in the eye wall. Inside the eye, the skies went crystal clear for a time. The Labor Day 1935 storm was a very small but exceptionally fierce one. It lives on in meteorological folklore and in people's distant memories. It also set the record for the lowest air pressure ever observed in the United States. The inside of the storm was missing 10% of the atmosphere's mass, causing an inward vacuum effect that caused the extreme winds. Imagine swirling your cup of coffee in the morning. If you swirl faster, the dip gets steeper. That low-pressure dip is what caused the strong winds, because to dip that far, you have to have the fluid swirling quickly. Bodies were recovered up to 20 miles away.
Follow MyRadar on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Download MyRadar on iOS, Android, Amazon Alexa, Xbox, and Windows.